Good day viewers. Today I'm going to do a little do-it-yourself video on the NC750 with regard to chain maintenance. I'm going to show you how to clean it, how to dry it, and how to lube it. Now guys, this is not a clean job. This is a dirty job. I have this old, filthy, terrible looking carpet there that I hide away for specifically this job that I'm doing today. It has a rubber undercoat on it so that the oil or anything doesn't seep through it. So I use that every time I do this job. I also have a couple of containers for my kerosene that I'm putting in there. I'll show you as we go. Then guys, the best is to use a paddock stand. You can do this job without a paddock stand on the chain. It is more difficult to do it though, but I'm going to use my paddock stand because I do have one. I'm going to use that. This hugger that I have here, it's a one piece with a chain guard. It's a job and a half to take this thing off, but I'm going to do it so that you can see clearly how to do this job. I'm also going to remove this cover so that you guys can see what it looks like under there. I'm going to show you quite a couple of things. So guys, without a further one more thing. If you have a beverage to keep you company while you work, keep it as far away from the chain as possible. Believe me when I tell you that old chain lube and paraffin does not taste nice in coffee, beer, or anything like that. Okay guys, you'll see here I have a container with my tools in it, my brushes. There's a half a bottle of paraffin or kerosene. Then guys, believe me, old paraffin works just as well as new paraffin when it comes to removing bulk grime off your chain. First use this, get all that grime off, then use the new fresh kerosene to get it off. Don't throw away old paraffin, then bring your tools out with you all in one go. It just helps. Put it in the container as you come out to the bike. It's easier. Okay, I'm going to remove the hugger now. I'll show you as we go. Guys, one thing about your chain, you need to lube it quite regularly. Guys, as you can see, my bike is relatively clean. This is just dust. I usually keep my bike as clean as possible, as well as with my cars also. I don't like driving dirty vehicles. So what I want to say to you is the chain requires extra attention. You need to make sure that your chain is clean before you lube it. When you lube a dirty chain, you are going to lock all that dirt into the chain. So the dirt will not be able to escape. Therefore, it's going to create a grinding paste inside the chain. It's going to wear your chain faster. It's better to rather clean the chain before you lube it. And most of the guys I see, they just lube the chain. The chain never gets cleaned in 5 or 10,000 kilometers. A chain needs to be cleaned between 5 and 600 kilometers. Well, that's my view. Everyone will have their own view about that. My view is 500 to 600 kilometers. You need to open up, clean the chain, dry it, lube it. That's my view of it. That's how I take care of my bike. You might think 300 k's, you might think 1,000 kilometers. That's up to you. But I believe 5 to 600 kilometers, you open up, you clean the chain, and then you lubricate the chain. Alright. Okay guys, I've removed those. As you can see, the hub is loose and it's out. As you can see, I did not have a lot of lube swing off on the inside of the chain guard, which is a good thing. So let's go to the front. Guys, make sure when you lift the bike on the paddock stand so that the chain there is over the carpet, because it's going to drip on it. Mine is not completely over it. That's why I'm putting that little carpet down there also. Okay guys, for this cover we're going to use this T-wrench. Guys, a T-wrench is a wonderful thing. It's always a good idea to invest in a set. I only have a 8, a 10, a 12 and a 13. It just makes your life so much easier. Guys, these spanners, same story. Put it on this way to loosen, flip it around to tighten. These spanners are not expensive, and these spanners are life-changing. Let's take the gear shift off. Okay guys, I've been at this for a while now, cleaning the chain. I want to just show you, this is the type of brush that you need for a proper chain clean. It has long bristles this side and 3-sided bristles on this side, so that you can get to 3 sides of the chain at any one time. To clean the inside, we'll go to the bottom and you'll go in this side. Okay, so you use paraffin like this. Now guys, there are many guys on the internet that says you must never use kerosene, it dries out the rubbers. Yes guys, I can understand that, but you are going to dry it off and lubricate the chain immediately afterwards. So I've never had a problem with doing it this way, and I know of several other guys that's also been doing it for years like this, and we've never had any issues. So let's carry on cleaning. Okay guys, as I'm sure you can see, most of the chain is clean now. The sprocket is still not clean. We need to clean both the sprockets on the insides here as well, because they still contain old chain loop that needs to come off. Make sure those are properly clean. I like to clean inside here as well, and clean everywhere here when I have everything open here. So I think that's the best time to do that. So let's carry on. Guys, don't forget about the other brushes that you have, like these little oaks. These used to be for my teeth. Yeah, but I use them in the garage for various tasks, always clean them afterwards. This one works great to get into this little nooks and crannies here. Get some kerosene on there. See how easily it cleans it up. It just works an absolute treat. Let me get in there for you. As you can see, it's coming up real nice. Guys, kerosene takes off brake dusts, grease. greasy things. Look at this thick chain wax over here. Geez, there's a sharp corner here somewhere. Look how easily that comes off with kerosene. Now don't forget about the other side of the sprocket, eh? We still need to do that also. See how easily it takes off. Guys, as I said to you, kerosene is the wonder sauce of the garage. If you're into cleaning grease and things off parts, grease and greasy substances, guys, kerosene works a bomb on those things. It will take it all off and clean them. I've replaced my car's brake pads during the week, and I almost fell on my back when I saw the price of kerosene. Works for all those things. You know, it cleans wonderfully. Anything that's unbelievably dirty, kerosene's your friend. Kerosene will take care of that for you. It is strong. So after that, always after cleaning with kerosene, always take the proper care of those parts. Wash it with soapy water. But kerosene really does wonders. Guys, now for your rag. Get an old rag that you don't really care for, because it's going to get dirty very quickly. Wipe off as much as you can. As much as you can. Go in everywhere that you can. Guys, refrain from going in here while the wheel is turning, please. This thing will take your fingers off like that. Do not go in here while turning the wheel like this. Do not do that. You will definitely remember it. So let's clean and wipe everything off. Guys, remember, the chain has 4 sides. Do not only clean the parts that you can see, always clean the back part also. And always go from this side here, and have a look through here and see the chain from this side, if it's as clean as it can possibly be, before carrying on to the next step. Guys, if you see that my chain was not very dirty at all, that is because my bike is most of the times as clean as it can be. I take absolute care of my bike and my car as well as I can. I'm not the type of rider that rides thousands of kilometers or miles per month. I don't do that. I use my car most of the time. I'm lucky in that sense that this is for me a leisure machine. I do use it for work now and then, but that's if I want to. Otherwise I use the car. And I certainly don't do many kilometers between chain cleans. I do it as often as I can to ensure the life of my chain and the life of my sprockets. And guys, here's another thing. Always make sure to inspect your sprockets as often as possible. These sprockets are still good. You can see it has the point, a point, but it's still flat at the top. It doesn't have a sharp point, and it's not bended either way. The same with as with the front one. I'll show you that momentarily. Okay, you can see the chain is almost, I'm almost done with the chain. It's almost as clean as it can be. I'm just cleaning between the links now, as well as I can. And then we are going to degrease it. Look at that, guys. Looking good. Looking real good. Okay, guys. I've just went through this and cleaned it a little bit. I'm going to give more attention there now. What I want to just point out, always give extra attention to this area here. This area will be usually packed full of chain wax. I've just cleaned there now, but usually this whole area is absolutely stuffed. I'm going to give more attention here now, and then we're done with that one also. Guys, this is a good time to clean everything that you see down here. Usually these are all covered up. Clean everything that you can down here while you are here. It's easy, it's open, it's accessible. Clean it while you're here. It's not going to take you a lifetime. It's going to take you 3 minutes and you're done with all that. Look at how nice that looks now. Also, guys, remember to wipe all the kerosene that you've just dropped on the exhaust. To wipe it off. It needs to be clean. That will stain and it will smell horrible when it gets hot on your exhaust. Guys, check this side here of the stand. Usually this is caked, absolutely caked, as well as the joint here of the swing arm. Clean that also. It's usually full of chain lube. Okay, guys, now we're just going to give some special attention to this area here. Just make sure that this whole area is clean. Guys, also, this is not chain related, but always make sure that you clean that suspension knuckle. That suspension knuckle is very, very important. It's a vital part of your bike. I see many guys that never, ever cleans that thing. And also, you need to take this knuckle apart every now and then. Take it apart, check the bearings and grease them. I think we'll do that in a later video. Okay. I have loosened up all the loose dirt now. I'm going to leave it at that because we are going to wash it now with a degreaser. Just want to clean this little screw in here. Make sure that you clean this side of the swing arm. Okay, guys, I think that's as clean as I'm going to get it. Alright, next step. Guys, I just want to show you this part of the bike. Check how clean this rubber is now. You can see it's quickly clean. Guys, these rubbers needs to be clean. When these rubbers are not clean, you are going to drag that dirt back into your chain. You need to clean all the parts around. It's not going to help you to clean the chain only. You might as well leave it. Take the time, clean those parts, because when this rubber is dirty, you are going to pick that dirt up back into the chain within the first 2 kilometers that you drive. Okay, guys, I've just cleaned the front sprocket cover. I want to just show you what it looks like. Make sure that you always check, inspect, well, clean and inspect this part thoroughly. You don't want to put it back and down the road realize that it's broken or this thing is getting stuck somewhere. Make sure that you always inspect all your parts before you put the bike back together. So this thing is clean, it's taken care of. That's done. Okay, guys, I've just wiped everything off. I want to show you here. Oh, it's difficult to see it on camera. Can you see that dirt on the rim? Yeah. Everywhere there. Can you see that? That is the kerosene that's still left. Remember, if you have a dark wheel like this, you won't see it. Look at this spot here. That's oil. Remember, kerosene is oil based. It's dirty. Very, very dirty. So remember about your wheel. Now it's cleaning time. Okay, guys. And now I'm going to wash the bike. Okay. Now remember, your chain is now clean, but it still needs to be lubricated. So when we get to that stage, we need to make sure that we protect the back wheel as well as the rest of the bike from getting covered in chain lubrication. So let's wash her now, make sure that that's done, and then we'll take care of the rest. Okay, guys, I've cleaned the chain. Then I washed the whole bike, including the chain, with degreaser to get all the residue kerosene off. I've dried it with a compressor, blew all the wetness out of it, all the dampness. I dried the whole bike. Now I'm going to lube the chain, and then I'm going to assemble the rest of the bike. Here we go. Okay, guys, now we're going to lube. Now I'm using Spaniard chain wax. It's a very old company. They've been making this stuff forever. Remember to shake your can well before you apply your product. Any product such as this will require vigorous shaking. Get that out of the way. Guys, I'm putting the carpet there so that it will protect my bike from overspray. You need to spray there and in there. And you spray on the inside, because as you ride it will push it through to the outside. So you only need to spray on the inside of the chain. You do not need to spray on the outside. So I'm going to put you on the short tripod now. This will become a yellowish color when it's dry. I prefer wax over chain lube because it doesn't fling. Well, it does fling off, guys. Let me tell you that straight off. It does fling off, but a fraction of the amount that that chain lubrication will. Guys, that's it. We are done. We are done. We have done the whole chain now. You can see there. You can see it's covered. The entire chain is covered with it. Now, assembly. Okay guys, as I've showed you, we are done with all that. We are going to start the assembly now. There it is guys, we are done. The bike's washed, the chain is cleaned and lubricated. It's ready to rock. I installed the hugger back, cleaned it all, ready to go guys. Thanks for watching. If this is the type of videos you like to see, why not subscribe? I mean, consider subscribing. Have a good week guys. Catch you in the next one.